Hey yo, welcome back. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share. Let's get off into this 4PF, little baby.
They say they are investigating a homicide that happened overnight, less than a mile away on Lakewood Avenue. Our crew saw police overnight collecting evidence on that scene. We are still working to learn exactly what happened and get more information about this scene. We'll bring you those updates as soon as we get them and give them to you on 11alive.com.
I had to show y'all that because a lot of people thought that the playlist that I put at the end is always a playlist right here with the 4PF Rico. And people thought that it was a red herring. No, it wasn't. So let me show y'all what the F just happened, because today is the day that these dudes messed up. Let's go. So let's start with the beginning of this. A lot of people miss this part right here. Just notice I didn't bring my SD card for today's hearing, so she's not going to be able to record it. But what is interesting is Investigator Viverito was on the stand. We are listening to wiretap calls. Someone mentioned that little baby had tickets on some people's heads. 4PF, OMF, Goodfella. Defense is questioning Investigator Viverito. A heated discussion about gang association and membership determination between Attorney Tevis and Viverito. Judge Hughes had to intervene. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The head of Georgia PD Counsel's gang unit reportedly said his office is preparing to defend against a potential RICO. So that's little baby. And then it says the head of the Georgia PD Counsel's gang unit says his office is preparing to defend against a potential 4PF RICO. Has Fulton County learned nothing? And then that's the neon flag. That's George Cheedy. So there's that. Then it says wiretap shocker. OMF hearing exposes Detective Viverito's testimony. Y'all want more? Just type in infamous Sylvia and head over there to her channel and you can hear it all. She got that exclusive, baby. Sean Hoover, who manages the Georgia Public Defenders Council specialized unit on gang cases, says his office is actively preparing for a racketeering indictment on the 4PF and OMF cases, and that he expects Lil Baby to be indicted with others. I will run that interview separately coming in. Now, understand, the dearly departed is a mega snitch. He didn't just tell on his homies, he told on a whole entire attorney. Y'all remember Nicole Fegan?
Sponsors out there, y'all.
If you want to,
Let's get these sponsors out the way so we can get back to it. Let's go.
Area criminal defense attorney is on the other side of the law tonight. Atlanta police say she told a murder suspect to throw away evidence. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has worked on this story all day. He joins us live in downtown Atlanta with the details. Tyler?
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. Nicole Fegan represents a defendant in the Young Slime Life gang case. Tonight, she is now in trouble herself. In fact, I've learned she is facing a gang charge. Atlanta area criminal defense attorney Nicole Fegan now needs a lawyer of her own after being arrested in Gwinnett County Friday and booked into the Fulton County Jail. Police say she told a murder suspect he was wanted and to ditch his phone. This stems from a September 2022 deadly shooting in downtown Atlanta. Atlanta police say she contacted a suspect in the case to tell him he was wanted and then told him to dispose of his phone. Detectives say Fegan was not representing the suspect she called and learned about the warrant during a court hearing related to the shooting.
You know you got a warrant, right? No, sir. All right, you got a warrant out of the city of Atlanta.
Besides Fegan, police have also arrested Keontae Davis in this case. It's unclear if he's the suspect she called, but officers took him into custody last February after he was pulled over for rolling through a red light. This is body camera video from that arrest.
Checking on you on Marietta Boulevard.
Morning.
Good morning.
My name is Officer Lane, City of Atlanta Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because right there at the light at Piedmont and Peachtree is stop means stop. That means all wheels got to stop. You didn't stop. You just kept rolling on through.
I
made the right turn.
I was on the phone running my mouth.
All right. So you got a driving license?
No, sir.
I'm going to get your first and last name.
Keontae William Davis.
You got a picture of it?
I'm going through my phone looking for it. I live right there. I was coming from my mama's house. Something happened over there. Here we go. Yeah, I was on the phone running my mouth. I'm sorry.
Zoom into the picture. I can see the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Got to zoom.
05.
I'm good.
89 70949. I just left from the gas station right there. I was on the airport running my mouth.
All right. All right.
I live right there at the site. Okay.
All right. So neither cut the car for me. All right. So you know you got a warrant, right?
No, sir.
All right. You got a warrant out of the city of Atlanta, okay, for aggravated assault. So I got to put you in a car. I'm gonna detain you, okay? Detain means just only holding you until time being, okay? You ain't in custody yet, all right? Until they confirm the warrant, all right? Step out of the car. Put the phone on the seat. You go by any other names? You didn't know you had a warrant out?
No, sir.
An honorable alarm at 600 Peachtree Battle Avenue.
You got any weapons or anything on you?
600 Peachtree Battle Avenue. Come on.
Sponsors are out of here, y'all.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, 100.
Let's get to it. Let's get back to this Rico case, little baby. And we back.
Davis is accused of taking part in the deadly shooting, which police say started as an argument. One person was killed and another was injured in that case. Davis faces at least 2 charges, including murder.
I'm confident that you'll come back with a verdict that speaks the truth.
For Fegan, the allegations are a fall from grace for a defense attorney who has been considered a rising star. In a 2019 Facebook post, she shared this article about her from Atlanta Attorney at Law magazine that calls her the new generation of criminal defense attorneys. Fegan faces 2 charges: participation in criminal street gang activity and solicitation to tamper with evidence. Fegan represents YSL defendant Tenquarius Mender. And Fegan has been booked, but at this point will not be getting her mugshot because of system issues related to that, the cyber attack that happened last month. We are live in downtown Atlanta tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Hey, yo, you, can you subscribe and turn on that bell too? Because when you do, you're helping unbiased, independent news.
They better, the OMF people and the 4Pf people better pray to God that was self-inflicted. They better hope he just cracked under pressure and was like, I can't go through this. Nicole Fegan beat her charges, by the way, so she's straight, by the way. Yeah. But, man, they better hope he did it to himself, because this right here will put an indictment on the judge's countertops tomorrow. And the reason why the public defender's office had to say that, because they had to have preparedness. They had to have readiness. They have to defend a couple of people. It's not like you're going to sit here and find out, yeah, Lil Baby just paid for everybody's lawyer. One of the best things that Lil Baby did was do them interviews, but it's one of the worst things that he did, because he should have never publicly acknowledged a doggone Rico ever.
Career, my whole life for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something I really ain't did. Like I really don't got no part of. And then you got people calling you every day, and you got comments on the internet saying you're gonna get a Rico, and you like, I don't even think people know how serious that is.
You went from 4PF to glass ceiling, and obviously the
glass window.
Glass window.
Right. And of course, 4 Pockets 4 had to come to an end. Right.
Are you looking to start your own business?
Well,
look no further than busy.com. Right.
Let's get these sponsors out the way. We back to it.
Why you say of course? Because all the shit that be going on and I had to start learning that other people actions I could be held accountable.
Bruh, at the end of the day, it's not what you know, it's what they can prove. But it's also how you show the difference in what you're doing. I'm pretty sure, 100%, that he thought, man, I'm going to get ahead of this. So then my closing statement and all of that stuff and everything like that will be exactly what I said, because he said this. Yeah, when I found out that people was doing bad and it's in 4PF name, and basically, bruh, that's that. And I know y'all just seen the clip, but still. But basically, bruh, you got to wearing orange rags, red rags, and it was a rudimentary class at how to falsely deceive. It's not about your future. It's about your past. They dug up stuff from 2014, 2015, and even some 2012, with that being the beginning of YSL in that entire Rico, and they never know what they're talking about. Do we really believe Viverito is that intelligent? No. But do we believe they're winding up for another one? Yes. And everybody who's talking about taxpayer money and all of this stuff and everything like that, let me help y'all out, bro. I told y'all, Fonnie Willis was going to literally bring another Rico and try to piss the whole city off. But what she's going to do is parade around those two dead young men, and that's going to be the catalyst that does it for everybody.
Who shot and killed two teenagers and wounded a third. It happened just after midnight on Spark Street in Southwest Atlanta. Fox 5's Brittany Edney joins us now live from the scene. Brittany, what have you learned about those young boys?
It has just been an extremely tough day, as you can imagine, for all of their families. In fact, several people have been bringing balloons over and other flowers and photos and things to leave where this all happened. But some of the photos, they're actually happy birthday balloons and cards and things of that nature, because one of these teenagers actually died on his birthday.
Investigators say 13-year-olds Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman were killed at a shooting off Spark Street early Tuesday morning. One neighbor described how the boys always played with her kids.
Everybody who knew the two would say their smiles could just light up a room. I mean, if you met them, it kind of just draws you in. The big energy, big personalities.
Freeman's cousin says the teen was just hours away from celebrating his big day.
He just died on his birthday.
Adding the boys all spent their free time outside in the neighborhood.
Ride bikes all around the neighborhood and stuff like that. That's pretty much all they did, was ride bikes around the neighborhood, go to the park, play basketball all the time.
We'd come to youth group sometimes with us at our church and involved in the bike shop, and just this whole community is reeling because it's a tight-knit community, a tight-knit block.
His family says 12-year-old DJ Davis was shot in the foot and underwent surgery, a young kid who was always with his older brother.
With the brothers, the last time I was around them, they came to my son's football game to cheer them on, and they were kind of their hype crowd.
Dozens stopped by to support the family as the memorial grows with balloons, flowers, and photographs.
They're sweet kids, they're great kids. God made them, and we're just going to miss them. And they did matter. They mattered a lot to all of us right here. So.
And new details we have here at 6. I just spoke with DJ's mom. She told me that she just came back from the hospital on the young boy who was shot and had to have surgery on his foot. She says it is still a long road to recovery. In fact, in a few days, they anticipate needing a secondary surgery. Right now, of course, in tears and just really trying to comprehend how all of this has happened right now, being surrounded by a lot of love and support, friends, family, and this entire neighborhood coming together again as they try to just reckon with this tragedy of 3 young men being shot overnight.
The theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear.
Investigators say the gang rivalry that led up to the shooting was sparked by an Atlanta-based rapper.
Decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings.
We obtained the arrest warrant. It states the string of homicides started with a shooting at a little baby rap video. Investigators say the gunfire that resulted in the children's deaths was a gang retaliation orchestrated by phone by someone behind bars.
There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas.
Some who live in the neighborhood welcome news of the arrest, but doubt it'll stop gang violence.
Shooting is not a problem. It's the people that come into the community that doesn't reside here. But, I mean, it's messed up what's going on.
The Atlanta office of the FBI assisted APD in this lengthy and very complicated investigation. We're told that 5 of those who were arrested were already in jail on other charges. Live in South.
So they're going to parade the kid who survived as the one person who's going to come in there and make a plea to stop the violence and everything like that. And he should, 100%. But there's one thing that little baby he has on his side. Hearsay. Little baby is a ledge system to Rice Street, pardon me, which he'll be moved. He'll definitely be moved. He won't be there. He'll be like Madonna or something like that. He ain't going to be there that long. But they basically said, this is hearsay. She said, yeah, there was a phone call that was made that said that little baby got a ticket on somebody's head. Now, the biggest thing that they have is the inception of the gang. And that's the part right there that's going to mess everybody up, because if you have an inception, then it's up to the laws to bring the end.
Let's get these sponsors out the way, gang. Let's go. I hope y'all enjoying the info so far on 4PF, Lil Baby and Rico case that will be occurring. So let's jump back off into the podcast.
What started the conflict? The backstory authorities say that 2 of the criminal street gangs in Atlanta, 4PF, 4 Pockets Full, and OMF, Only My Family, are known to have a historical conflict connected to the August 2021 death of 4PF associate Marcus Big Mark Holland. OMF is a subset of the Goodfellas criminal street gang, police say. Goodfellas was reportedly established in the early 2000s and is often referred to as the mob, or La Familia, or La Costa Nostra, which is Italian for this thing of ours. Every criminal activity in which the Goodfellas is engaged is allegedly geared towards making money and protecting their ability to do so. Ongoing gang violence in Atlanta. What they're saying, authorities say that the conflict between 4PF and OMF has resulted in multiple homicides and shootings, especially since May 2024. According to police, Lil Baby, whose real name is Dominique Jones, went to the 2100 block of Virginia Street Northwest at this time of the shooting of a music video. That area is known to be frequented by OMF members and those associated with Dixie Court. 3 people were shot that day, 23-year-old and a 24-year-old and a 27-year-old man. They all survived. Lil Baby was not injured in the shooting. Gang conflict escalation. Timeline. One of those attacks included the murder of OMF member Trevante Turner on June 29, 2024 at 9 Peyton Place, Southwest. Related. Man shot to death inside Southwest Atlanta apartment, police say. Following Turner's death, his cousin and gang leader, Queontae Midnight Sanders, currently incarcerated at Hancock State Penitentiary, reportedly coordinated revenge against 4PF members through a series of phone calls and social media messages. Investigators uncovered extensive communications between Sanders and several OMF affiliates, including Ali, Lee Caldwell, Tredon Crawford, and Reginald Yano Thomas, discussing plans to retaliate against the person they believed. Those communications identified their target as John J. Shot Smith, who was known to frequent the Spark Street area and reportedly has a close relationship to Lil Baby, whom police refer to as the 4PF gang's leader in their warrant. Investigation and arrest. Dig deeper. On August 21st, police recovered the stolen white Nissan Maxima used in the shooting of Freeman and the Davis brothers at a parking deck on Drew Drive Northwest. Further forensic analysis linked shell casings found at the scene to previous gang-related shootings across the city. Investigators also intercepted phone conversations between gang members discussing the incident and efforts to cover their involvement after the boys' deaths. Richard R.J. Hollis, A known OMF associate was overheard instructing associates to destroy evidence, including a pair of shoes and social media accounts. Additionally, a confidential informant provided information from a third party implicating the Keithion J-Man Mobley in the shooting. The informant told police they had learned through a relative that J-Man really wanted a little baby, but it was hard to touch him. Instead, he was hoping to catch another individual associated with 4PF. The informant claimed that Mobley was unaware that the victims were children until after the shooting. The investigation also revealed that Sanders repeatedly told his girlfriend about seeking revenge against rapper Lil Baby and his plan to extort him for $5 million upon his release from prison. Well, don't seem like he's getting out of prison no damn time. Now, will they give Lil Baby a deal? Will they put him on that stand and say, yes, ma'am? As far as, at the end of the trial, you bet your ass they gonna try that. It's kind of funny how they was making fun of Gunner, but now tables have turned. And everybody probably thinking to themselves, he's not arrested yet. He's not arrested yet. He will be. He'll be fighting, and he'll be fighting, and he'll be fighting, and ultimately he will come out on top. And when he comes out on top, I don't want to hear anything about anybody saying what I know they're going to say. Oh, he.
And that's what's up. For more info on this case, y'all go follow Seti Nash, man. We're going to wrap this little baby 4PF Rico case up. And y'all some fresh content, man, and let y'all know what's really going on with this 4PF case. Until next time, I will catch y'all after these messages. We'll be right back. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and we out.